Hey guys, it's TechGuy276 and today we're talking about the PlayStation 4 leakage. This has been the fourth time I've tried to record this podcast, but people keep walking past and then I just create little gaps because I don't want them to talk about the PS4. The PS4 development kit has been out for quite a while. Developers have had the PlayStation 4 development kit for at least a year. Or it's only the development kit, so it's only the specs that Sony will issue on the PlayStation 4. It's not like it's got a design or anything. It's just CPU with GPU with RAM, with Blu-ray drive, with USB ports, all of this different stuff that we've come to expect from game consoles, and they've just put it in like a block console. So it looks like a computer tower, which we all know it won't be the computer tower. With the PlayStation 4, there's been a lot of changes. There was rumours that Sony weren't actually going to create a DualShock controller again. Well, I don't know why. They could have switched to a touchscreen display, to a I don't know, something like the Wii U, but PlayStation controls added onto it instead of this A, B, X and Y controls. So I don't know what the specs are for the PlayStation 4. I don't know what the RAM is. I know it might have a Blu-ray drive. I don't know. It might have a Blu-ray drive. There's been speculation that it won't have a Blu-ray drive because every console that Sony have produced, it's been a different CD drive, or the way they handle data, like PlayStation 1 CD, PlayStation 2 DVD, PS3 Blu-ray drive, and I don't know what they're gonna go for with the PS4. I don't think technology has moved that far in terms of storage on data, like on formats. But I think they're gonna stick with a Blu-ray drive because let's be honest, the PlayStation 3 has Blu-ray and it could be backwards compatible. You never know. From what I've seen from the PlayStation 4 controller, it looks like fucking hell, why is everything going on tonight? The PlayStation 4 controller has got a different directional buttons to its predecessor, but they look very similar to the ones on the PlayStation Vita. Sorry, I've just got a text. There seems to be like a blue or a LED light built within the controller to it looks like they've tried to integrate the PlayStation Move controller into the actual controller. I don't know what this means. They could have like better motion tracking, or they could end up bringing out like a 4th generation iToy, so you can actually have like 3D movement within the environment. I don't know, all this is still a concept at the moment. It looks like a 3.5mm headphone jack. A lot of people have speculated that it would be a charging port because, well, you can transfer data through a 3.5mm headphone jack. So either, I don't know if it's going to be like the Wii U style, where you can take the game with you. I don't know. Oh, there's a little. I don't know if it's got a screen built into it, like a display built into it. It seems to be a touchscreen display from the leakage I've got. I don't know. I've not seen the back of the controller yet, but it seems to be that Sony have gone back to the original roots of the PlayStation 2 DualShock controller. I, for one, found it annoying playing racing games or playing any games that use the R2 button or the L2 button. Like at stressful moments or at pieces of the game where I'd be like, "Oh my fucking god, what happened there?" Well, you want to know the problem? your finger slipped off the L2 button and you lost sight of who it was, or you stopped accelerating and you didn't realise, or whatever. I for one bought accessories to put on the L2 and the R2 controllers, buttons, on the triggers, so my fingers wouldn't slip off. And to be honest, when I've gone back to original PS3 controller, it feels so shit. It just feels like you've not got complete control of the game. Because on the PS2 controllers, on the DualShock controllers for the PS2, used to have L1 and L2, and L2 used to just be a button like L1, and with the PS3 they decided to change it up a little. R1 and L1 is still the same, but L2 and R2 are like trigger style, like you can actually push them down, which is alright, but for racing games and other shooter games it's a bit of a pain. And sometimes say if I press pause or something and I'd put my controller down on the bed, like I'd fling it or place it down, it would always catch the L2 and the R2 controllers and it would do something in the game, which was annoying. And hopefully you can hear my voice from the cars going past. I kind of like the controller. The analog sticks are still in the same place as they usually were. They're not going to change the format from the PS1 to the PS4. Like, they're not going to change the way we handle games. A lot of people are complaining that with the Xbox 360 they like having the left analog stick above and then the right analog stick below, and a lot of people have said like that, like PS3 feels like a baby's toy, and that's not a Back to the Future reference, because in the future we have to use our hands, apparently. Like, you have to use your hands for that? Well, that's like a baby's toy. Because he's playing Wild Gunman and he uses his hands. So Kinect is on their way of becoming the future of what could be the Back to the Future. What else is there? As you can probably tell, I'm walking home and I've not got any notes in front of me, so bear with me. You've got the audio jack, you've got the touch screen. I don't know if there's I know I've said this before, but I don't know if there's an LCD screen built into that touch screen, so maybe you could take the game with you. So it's only going to be little, like maybe 2.5 inches by 1.5 inch, I don't know, for the screen. It's got the 3.5mm headphone jack, so I think if there is a display in there, they could quite possibly implement the games coming over to your controller. I'm not sure. I don't know. As I said before, the PS4 development kit is just a box, really. It's just encased in a metal box with a Blu-ray drive. And on that note, thanks for listening. This has been Saturday the 16th of February, and thanks for listening. So I'll see you next podcast.